Now, Rod Wave versus Morray. Do we have a little battle right here? Rod Wave and Morray, two really dope artists in the game who are both doing their thing. Some people might actually not recognize Morray's name as much as Rod Wave's, since Rod Wave is a little bigger, and no, that's not a pun, okay? Don't even try to start some shit. Anyway, let's talk about it. Now, Rod Wave, a heavy hitter in the game right now. Rod Wave has been killing it for a while. He's doing really great and has really elevated his entire movement ever since he got in the game. As far as Morray, well, Morray's doing great too. Morray's of course a rapper slash singer out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, who blew up last year with the song Quicksand. He was also on this year's XXL cover. He also dropped a project titled Street Sermons back in April. Morray's slowly been climbing up in the industry, that's for sure. Now, as far as where the boy Rod Wave comes in, well, a little over a week ago, Rod Wave dropped the deluxe edition of his project, Soulfly. He had a song on there with Kodak titled Get Ready, and on this song, Rod Wave sings a couple lines where he says, "Labels used to look past me, now they trying to remake me, grab a fat nigga out of the trenches and replace me, trying to duplicate me, can't be." A lot of conversations started popping off left and right after this line, and people were trying to figure out who was this aimed at. Long story short, a lot of people came to the conclusion that this was most likely aimed at Morray. Morray is a guy who's been compared to Rod Wave ever since he got in the industry. They're both in the same lane, kind of doing the same rapping slash singing style, and both of their names are definitely synonymous with each other. On top of the comparisons between both of them, Morray does actually have a song titled Trenches, which Rod Wave mentioned in that line. Obviously, Rod was talking about, the concept of being he said a fat nigga, so I guess we could rock with that. So being that and rapping and singing about coming from that environment, and then he made a remark about labels trying to replace him by having their artists copy what he's doing. Rod Wave actually ended up denying that this was a diss to anyone. He said this on IG the other day.
I ain't never hated on no nigga, no matter what level I've been on in life. I just wanted to paint the picture of how in my life I made motherfuckers believe, because the same labels who I was going to sit down with and try to explain to them my vision and my pain and the people that, they're the same motherfuckers who they laughed at me, they ain't understand it, and they wasted me and my team time, had us in the offices and shit, playing games with a nigga career, so fast forward now, 2021, these the same motherfuckers standing 10 toes behind that kind of shit, which I salute and congratulate, It's just...
So as you could hear, Rod Wave was pretty much saying, when I was coming up, the same labels who rejected me and my vision are the same ones who are trying to duplicate my success now that I've made it. He also clarified that it wasn't a diss aimed at anyone. He didn't say Morray's name, but it's obvious that he's been paying attention to the word that's been going around the street, aka the internet. I'm gonna be honest, man, I still think Rod Wave said what he said with Morray in mind. However, I'm not gonna call it a beef because I don't like instigating shit. But if you ask me, it was definitely aimed at Morray. With that being said, when you think about the point Rod Wave was making about how when he was coming up, labels, would try to reject him and whatnot, that's actually a valid perspective. And I'm not saying that because I've been in his shoes. I'm saying that because this is how labels work, especially in this day and age. When they see something that's working, they want to replicate it because why not? That's not me saying that Morray is a replica of Rod Wave. I actually think they're very different artists. Yes, they're in the same lane, just like how Polo G and Lil TJ are in the same lane, but Rod Wave and Morray aren't that similar if you ask me. They both sing and rap, but one guy, Rod Wave, has a more laid-back style. He mixes that with some very digestible storytelling. On top of that, Rod Wave's music is a little dark at times and just puts you in your feelings. On the other hand, Morray has for sure a more aggressive style mixed with a lot of soul, a lot of pain, but Morray's music is way more hopeful and more in your face. Again, they're in the same lane, but the vibe in their music is very different from one another. When I'm listening to Morray, I don't think about Rod Wave, and when I'm listening to Rod Wave, I don't think about Morray. I think there's enough money in this industry for both of these guys to not only prosper and grow, but thrive. The music industry is an industry generating billions of dollars, and that's billions with a B. Word to Walter White. It's a billion-dollar business. One man making his millions and changing his life through his music isn't gonna mess with the next man's bag. I think we have an issue in the hip-hop culture where we always want to see these artists coming for each other's necks for the sake of our entertainment. Mainly saying that because now I'm seeing that people have an issue bringing up Morray and Rod Wave in a conversation without trashing one and praising the other. Obviously this would have never happened, or actually it would have happened but not to this extent had Rod Wave not said what he said, so he kind of fueled it. But he had an explanation for his line, and it seems like to me that what Rod Wave said was more aimed at the record labels than Morray himself. Like I said though, there's enough money in the industry for both Rod Wave and Morray, so hey, Let these boys eat, man. But yeah, Rod Wave versus Morray. A somewhat hot topic after what Rod Wave said on Get Ready. I want to know what you have to say about it though. Rod Wave versus Morray, who's your personal favorite? I'm curious. Definitely let me know in the comment section. Well, let's talk about this.